I want what I want. Pretty much, greed love is where I take a space of what I feel is the most important thing around my environment, knowing that there's other wants and desires around me. There are sensations, all this stuff, all this drive, all this necessary thing, and using that as a means to say what I've experienced. Where people say, like, oh, just fuck everybody, just fuck, that kind of thing. The anticipation to just want, that greed love, that idea of like, yeah, I just want these things, meaning you'll do anything despicably to get to that level. Of course you'll hide it. Of course I'll hide it. I'm not going to use a truncated approach to bring it to the outside and bring you into that. The idea is it's just me, let's say. Let's talk about greed love in a perspective that I take in. Because the reality is, when a want is just about not caring about the hurt or the identity of what already people have of themselves. For myself, I'm in a relationship. Let's say someone else doesn't care about that. They want what they want, let's say, for example. They're not opposed to inflicting a sort of thing of like what they desire around you. Well, then fuck them. Flick those people away. That's what I've learned. That's what I see in the coarse attempt from others trying to say that their idea is more important. But when they stand above with their ego constantly, it's a definite turn off as a friendship, as any kind of thing. I'm walking away from this kind of bitch. Because what you're proving right there is, I'm more important than you too. Well, then I'm not important to you. Don't act like that with that greed love, as if I am an attempt to be something more important. My whole self is loved in abundance. In this moment, in this space. And you know what I learned from that, from my past? Is that the thing that sprung up the most is that what they did before in my past with my family, friendships, and everything was to build their agenda up. But they already lived it. The one thing about the immense thing to say that we need to help the older people and older generation is that what if their lives are not only dependent on the youth, but what if they actually are putting down the youth to build their own extension of self? Then there's a problem with that. And if you're defending that, you're basically saying that the youth don't have to have success or succeed. You're an asshole. Fuck you. I walked away from those people too because I saw that they were not going to defend my youth. Well, I'm going to defend my fucking youth. That means that you don't give a fuck whether you succeed or not, and I'm tired of being around people that don't find their success. That don't want to succeed after they've already succeeded. Because you haven't then. Because if you succeeded, you'd want to see the people that do want success to succeed more. You'd want that even more than what you feel for yourself, because you know how much you can still do, but you know how much someone else should be achieving. And you wouldn't turn a blind eye to that shit. It means that you'd rather step on shit than have a clean shoe. I'm tired of that shit for sure. That's the greed love I don't want.